Hello and welcome back to a new video of the XFacts channel. Do you want to know more about human origin? This is the story of a Venusian woman and the reason why people cannot see UFOs. People always think that the Earth is unique and life can exist only on Earth. Until one day, the secrets of life on the Moon and then Mars with traces of cities, alien beings were gradually revealed, making people shocked. The universe has so many secrets that we don't know. Do you know that Venus, the planet known as the twin sister to the Earth, also has life? Today we'll decode the appearance of a Venusian woman named Onec. Have you ever heard of Boriska, the boy from Mars? In 2004, there was an article in the Pravda newspaper about shocking news. According to this newspaper, a 7-year-old boy in Russia claimed that he was born on Mars and belonged to a now extinct Martian race. Boriska was born in 1996. His parents told Russian media that shortly after his birth, he was able to hold his head high. Before the age of 2, he could read and write. What surprised everyone the most was that this small kid even told his parents that he was a Martian in his previous life and he used to live on this red planet. Moreover, the boy could clearly describe the state and things on Mars that people have never known. When he talked to scientists in related fields, the scientists all found it too hard to believe what Boriska said. Even Stephen Hawking, the greatest physicist of the 21st century, once said, whether or not the Martian boy was really from Mars, what Boriska said and his astronomical knowledge was beyond Hawking's imagination. And Hawking was not the only scientist who thinks so. However, such amazing stories like Boriska's are not unique. Long before that, in 1991, Onec, an American woman publicly stated that she was in fact a Venusian. She came to Earth to help humanity. Based on what Omnec said, many unexplainable phenomena now seem to have plausible answers. Today we'll take you on a magical journey into the universe. And before we start, let's take a deep breath and let your imagination run wild, so that we can go back to a time when the Earth wasn't even born. To the Earth. 1955 was a year of continuous UFO-related events on Earth. Our main character also came to Earth in the same year. That year Omnec was 7 years old. She went to a hidden temple in Tibet, to learn from the Lama how to adapt to the Earth's atmospheric pressure, which is gravity. This temple was a place where aliens used to visit thousands of years ago. This was a place to learn how to adapt to the Earth. In the form of an Earth body equivalent to a 7-year-old girl, Omnec was actually 130 years old according to the time on Earth. 130 years old is not really old because the average lifespan of a Venusian is about 500 years old. At the temple, in addition to learning how to adapt to the Earth's environment, Omnec also had to actively adapt to her own body as well as basic skills such as talking, eating, and going to the toilet. These are basic things that every child on Earth knows, yet Omnec was learning. As Venusians actually don't have a physical body. They are like wisdom beings existing in the form of spirits and souls. They called their world the realm of pure spirit. Although we can't see their world, it still exists. In order to fulfill the missions, Omnec must quickly adapt to her new identity. One of the missions is to tell humanity about the missing part of their history. The unknown history of solar system. According to Omnec, there are aliens living on Venus right now, and there are aliens on Jupiter, Mars and Saturn also. Long ago, these aliens came to the solar system from 4 different galaxies. The solar system didn't even have an Earth at that time. The reason they came to the solar system was because in the universe there was a supreme deity who hoped to bring human life into the solar system. The aliens on Venus, Jupiter, Saturn and Mars have all evolved to a level that humans could not see, which is the realm of pure spirit. But when they first came to the solar system, they used to be in the realm of material, which is the current stage of the Earth. That's why we can see a large number of vestiges of ancient cities on Mars and Venus. These cities were built by aliens while they were in the realm of material. Surely some of you might know about traces of cities on Mars. But what about Venus? Yes, there are also vestiges of ancient cities on Venus, and even no less than on Mars. We will come back to this later. And now, back to the Venusian woman, Onec. According to her, at that time, the alien civilization on Venus had developed to a certain extent. So overall, they were able to upgrade their world to the stage of the realm of pure spirit. But at that time, some of the aliens on Venus, Jupiter, Saturn and Mars did not want to upgrade to the realm of pure spirit. Because the world they lived in has a social stratification. These people didn't want to give up what they had. At that time, a comet had turned into a planet, which was the Earth. So those who didn't want to upgrade their world, came to Earth. So that means the anthropogenic races of these 4 planets are actually the ancestors of humanity. Venus is the white race, Mars is the yellow, Jupiter is the black, Saturn is the red. If so, we're all aliens. Omnec also said, humanity actually had at least 2 inherent superpowers, which have now disappeared. The first one was telepathy, the other was past life memories. In fact, both of these abilities have been lost. Listening to this, there must be a lot of people getting goosebumps. But let's take a deep breath one more time and see how Omnec explains about the supernatural powers of humanity in the following. Genetic code. According to the Venusian women, Omnec, now we know 2 things. First, we're all aliens. It explains why human origin is always a mystery. It's because we're not from Earth. Second thing is that we are now still at the stage of the realm of material, as our ancestors didn't want to upgrade our world to the stage of the realm of pure spirit. They received a lot of profits from social stratification and they wanted to maintain this system. That's why humanity is still in the realm of material. According to Omnec, although we are not in the realm of pure spirit, we originally possessed 2 superpowers, which had been lost. Previously these 2 superpowers belonged to humans, but why did we lose them? It turned out that not long after our ancestors arrived on Earth, another alien civilization also came to Earth. Omnec says that she was not allowed to reveal this particular civilization. Because it had nothing to do with her missions. These newly arrived aliens and the upper class of human beings, who were the beneficiaries, had come to an agreement to cooperate with each other. They wanted to be able to control humanity forever. Only then, they could strengthen what they valued most, the power. But it's obvious that if humans possessed telepathic powers, then they couldn't control us effectively. And aside from telepathy, memories of past lives were also quite troublesome. According to Omnec, each of us, even aliens, has a soul, which is an extremely pure energy. This is the greatest thing of the Creator. The body might die, but the soul is immortal. Each of us, in this limited time of the physical body, can experience the meaning of life, learn from joys and sorrows. Once the lessons have been learnt, it's not necessary to learn in the next life. One day, when you complete all the lessons, then you can choose whether to continue being human or to leave this realm and enter a more advanced realm. Do you see what Omnec has said is very similar to the theories of many current religions in the world? First of all, these religions also emphasize the existence of the soul and the afterlife. We also see different religious stories featuring those who were originally ordinary people, but through relentless cultivation to eventually become gods and saints. Lama, a living Buddha in Tibet, is an example. After attaining enlightenment, at the time of death, the body would turn into a flying halo, while the dead body would disappear, only some hair, fingernails and toenails were left. That is the transformation of the material body into a body of light, a famous phenomenon in Tibetan Buddhism. It's very appropriate with what Omnec said. After completing all the lessons, the enlightened monk's body turned into a light. He left the realm of material to go to a higher level. Intersection of planets. Now let's get back to Venus. Omnec said that on Venus, besides Venusians, there were also plants and animals, which were similar to the Earth. But their world now is in the realm of pure spirit, so ordinary people can't see them. And the reason is that the vibration frequency of the pure spirit is higher than the frequency of the material spirit. Simply put, the vibration frequency of their body and their world is too fast for human eyes, which can only see electromagnetic waves with frequencies between 400 and 790 Hz. If the frequency exceeds this range, we cannot see it. It is also similar to the concept of the soul that we often talk about. The special thing is that when Venusians touch objects in their world, they feel it. But humans on Earth touch objects in their world, we hardly feel anything. Or at best, we can just feel something slipping through our fingers. Due to such a special frequency of their world, they do not need to eat. They just absorb energy directly from the universe. Moreover, they also get pregnant and give birth with a longer gestation period than humans on Earth. Omnec said she can vividly remember what it was like in her mother's womb. In addition, Venusians' heartbeat is faster than Earth's. Regarding the Venusians, Phil Schneider, an architect who participated in the construction of Area 51 in America, also publicly revealed that there was a Venusian in this secret base. He looked like a white man with silver hair, a very big heart, and the average lifespan was about 490 years. This Venusian was exactly like Omnec's description. So how did these Venusians convert to the same vibrational frequencies of Earthlings, making them visible to us now? Regarding this problem, Onec said that on Venus, there was a city called Lay Tuesday. This city was the intersection between the realm of pure spirit and the realm of material. It's a huge space portal, a bridge between two different worlds. When Venusians or aliens on other planets needed to come to the Earth in the form of human beings, they must first go to Lay 2 City to conduct a process of reducing levels. They reduced the vibration frequency of their body, then their flesh body would appear. This process was extremely frustrating. When the body appeared, Omnec came to Tibet on a spaceship. This spaceship was exactly the unidentified flying object we have been talking about. Omnec also introduced the working principle of UFOs that don't use any kind of fuel, but only magnetic force to operate. This is a very clean source of energy. Normally humans cannot see UFOs because of the vibration frequency. It's like the propeller of an electric fan. When it is rotating at very high speed, we can see through it. Same thing happens with the flying saucer. Only when the flying saucer decreases its vibration, we are able to see it. After Omnec went to Tibet to learn, she was arranged to go to Tennessee to replace a little girl who had just died in a car accident. The replacement was not about her appearance, but the girl's identity. This little girl was raised by her grandmother alone. Moreover, they lived in a very deserted place. That's why not many people knew about this event. For the next 35 years, Omnec had lived a simple and ordinary life, waiting for the right moment. Finally, in 1998, Omnec was informed that it was time to tell the truth to the humans. Her mission was to tell humanity that their history had been erased. They have been living in the materialist world for so long. If one day, the world would develop to a certain stage, but their souls wouldn't be improved, their realm would come to destruction. If humans know the truth, and together with the progress of science and technology, increase the salvation of the soul, then we can prevent the coming day of judgment. Onec also said that people living in the materialistic world use external physical senses to perceive the world. But the Venus in Omnec's description was not within the range of human visibility. And she can understand why the majority of people on Earth didn't believe what she said. But she keeps telling us what she has to do. People can choose to believe or not to believe. Not long ago, a netizen even discovered the remains of many structures from Venus from the images taken by NASA's Magellan satellite. He also used computer 3D techniques to restore the appearance of these structures. From his works, we can see the right angles of the architecture. This is hardly a formation of natural geographical activities due to the proximity of these architectures. This was probably a city in the past. And indeed, after comparing it with the ancient architectural monuments on Earth, it really looks quite similar. We all know Venus is the second closest planet to the Sun. Its surface temperature is as high as 462 degrees. Venus's atmosphere is covered by thick clouds of sulfuric acid. This place is relatively unsuitable to live. But recently, scientists from all over the world, one by one, openly said that 3 billion years ago, in fact, Venus was like the Earth, a planet full of water. It wasn't until 700 million years ago that Venus suddenly changed into its present form. Until now, scientists still haven't had any clue what happened on Venus leading to such a drastic change. What the woman from Venus has said really shocked people, and her description is extremely logical. Together with the traces of cities captured by satellite, the scientists confirmed that Venus is a planet filled with water. Maybe, it's possible that there are really aliens on Venus. Their realm of existence is advanced enough to survive on Venus. It's just that at the present stage of humanity, we have no way of seeing them. What do you think about all of these theories we mentioned above? Please leave your comment below. And support me by liking the video and clicking the subscribe button to see more videos. Thank you very much and see you next time.